Hello and welcome to another Cycletech review video. Today we've got some tyres from Pirelli. We ran an article recently about Pirelli updating their Cinturato. Quick addition here. Is it Cinturato, or even Cinturato? If you're Italian, please let me know. Anyway, so they've updated, sorry about that, but I really don't know how to pronounce it, so if you could let me know, that would be great. So basically they've updated their I'm going to call it Cinturato. Let's go Cinturato, it sounds Italian. The Cinturato range, so they now sort of split it between high performance and performance. So as you might guess, the high performance uses better products for a faster, lighter tyre, whereas performance is more about sort of long distance, maybe if you're touring, training and stuff like that. And then in each range, the treads vary, so you have H, M and S for hard pack, mixed and soft, but you also have RH and RM, which is slightly different treads again, and they're there for racing. So there's some combinations there. You're gonna have to keep an eye out on what you actually want. With I'm gonna have to look at my laptop here just to remind me. So with these ones, I've got Cinturato Gravel M in the high performance line. They use a Smart Evo compound and a Pro Wall gravel casing. So the actual carcass is 120 TPI, so that's threads per inch. So more threads per inch gives you a more supple tyre that can move better. Also a bit more cut resistance with that as well. The compound, the Smart Evo GR compound, it uses a high mix of natural rubber, so it's quite sticky, and this comes from Pirelli's motorsport background basically, so it should give you some really good grip, wet or dry, according to them. The sidewalls have come from some of Pirelli's mountain bike background, so they're more cut resistant, better able to deal with the lower pressures that you're running, because obviously with lower pressures your casing's bowing more, so it's going to be stronger, it's got to be able to move but still support you, and also hopefully be more resistant to cuts, which once your tyre gets soft and starts sort of bulging out more, you're more likely to get cuts. That's a thing to watch out for. And like I say, it uses this mix of FSC, so basically the rubber has to come from plantations that have environmental and also worker protection in place, so you can use it knowing that it's got an environmental and an ecological background. That means it's, you know, they're not being produced in some evil factory. So let's get these open, have a look at the tread. I'll then put them on a tyre and we'll see how wide they actually come up. I've gone for 45s, which is the maximum I can get on my bike. And with this mixed terrain tread, I think that's going to be kind of the most useful year round. I mean, it's probably when it gets really sloppy and muddy, it might get a bit overwhelmed, but hopefully it'll still be able to give me some grip. And then when the spring and the summer comes around, it'll still be light enough that it will roll fast and things like that. But let's get and have a look at what the actual tread looks like. So here's our Cinturato Gravel M mixed terrain tyre. Let's have a quick look at the packaging. Nothing exciting really particularly. You've got your FSC logo here telling you that it's from a plantation. It means basically they manage it in a way that preserves biological diversity and benefits the lives of local communities and workers. There you go, it's good to know. Also tells you it's a Smart Evo compound. Apparently it's their most advanced gravel specific compound, engineered for speed and grip on and off road. And then the casing is Pro Wall gravel, 120 TPI, tubeless ready. These are also suitable for hookless apparently. And basically they're just telling you here that it's derived from their MTB range. There's a little guide here saying rolling, mileage, comfort, weight and protection. It's sort of giving you a little idea of what it's best used for. And then underneath again, you've got a hard pack. Here we go, hard pack, rocky, mixed, loose and soft. And you can see the mix sits in the middle there, with rocky, mixed and loose being its best. If you want to go really soft or do a lot of road riding, maybe look somewhere else. Not that it'll, you'll still be able to use them, but this is not what they're designed for. And then up here it tells you 700 by 45 on a rim 23C. So there we go, that's that bit of information. There's the tyre, and you can see the tread there. So you've got, let's just see, you can see that center strip there. So when you're rolling on sort of road and stuff like that, that's going to give you, should give you a nice fast feel. And then as you can over and start to grip, you've got the, let's bring it in closer, you can see those side lugs for grip. And even on the center, you've got these spaced little side bars that stick out, and again should give you a bit more grip if it gets a bit loose. It does feel, I mean obviously I can't show you that, but it does feel in the hand quite sticky. So hopefully that's the benefit of natural rubber. Right, next I'll put them on a tyre and tell you how wide they come up.
Several days later.
Okay, we've mounted the tyres a few days later now, finally got around to it. I put these on some older rims that are 18-19mm internal width, and if I run a set of calipers across the widest parts, that's on the lugs, this one is coming to 44mm. Let's just try another one to check that is right. Hang on, let me get it across. Yep, 44mm on that. And then we'll just check, that's a sort of unbranded, bog standard rim, no name. And this is on some Mavic Ceriums. I think these are 18mm internal width. And again, these are, yep, 45mm. If you were to put these, and I will put them on a wider rim soon, but at the moment that's on my, that's going to be raced tomorrow on the cross race. So I'm not too keen to swap them around right now, but I will update and let you know. But yeah, it looks like these come up on older rims, 18mm internal width, bang up on 45mm.